more. So, these days what I also ask from seminars, in seminar, and weird question that I usually never have asked. Maybe I didn't dare back then, because if you hear a question and you understand what I mean. I would ask this: did you have fun today?
Yes.
So that seems to be the main thing that people actually are looking for, you know? So if I would ask, did you got better or something, or, you know, did you learn, or, I guess, but did you have fun, you know? Because that's also why we're here, and we're also doing this playfully, playing, you know, it's fun, it's a playful mindset, and then we're learning also, that's a bonus even, you know? And if it's fun, and you can do it, and you actually achieve your goals and have smaller tasks you can achieve, you keep coming back, you know? Because if everything seems impossible all the time, and there's some new stuff you haven't pulled off, and then they give you new stuff, and like I did, then it's very often from beginners I hear it's so overwhelming. There's so much techniques all the time coming in, and haven't tried this one, and then new techniques come in already, and then like drowning on the load of technique. And that's a very common thing I hear from beginners. And that's why also about my structure is really good, because it's you know, very few structures. We play, you can really get good at this. So, but this way, I haven't bothered you with any techniques basically. I just showed you the crucifix, and you know, and if somebody ends up doing that, we can talk about details actually. But first, just to get there yourself, and then I see what you're missing, and if you can pull it off, you know, you don't need me. Yeah, and obviously there's time to go like a little deeper, you know, and fix problems and add some techniques and have feedback and stuff. But so that's the way I usually teach these days. All the seminars, we basically do a weekend of just the situations. And what's my experience is very weird, because I actually can make people skip belts during the weekend. So that's why I don't know anymore what belts are. And if you give me 8 hours of back escapes like this is only 1 hour and 45 minutes. Give me 2 hours. Give me 8 hours, like a typical weekend. And I've done this. We had France in a situation where white belt and black belt were paired up, and after 8 hours, basically, I think it was, or even less, that black belt had really, really hard time taking it back from white belt from those situations. And we were like, you know, is he a white belt now? Yeah. So what belt is he now? You know, obviously, full game could be a white beltish. You know, obviously black belt has been there more, but in that position, you know, how are you gonna give him like a grade as a white belt? So belts are weird after learning this way, because it's not any more accumulation of techniques, but you have to perform. It's basically this. And if you can stay forever somebody's back like this, and you just go for rear naked choke or a, you know, bow and arrow choke, whatever it is, and you can do it in any belt level, you're a black belt. The black beltness is not about I know more techniques than you do. I can stay behind everybody, also black belts, and I find a way to insert at least one hook and then go for that, you're a black belt. So my game still after 25 years in side control is I'm very adaptable. I most likely figure out how to hold you in side control. I'm very good at getting underhooks. I will figure out how to get underhooks on you. I don't know armbar you. That's my game after 25 years. I can keep people on a mat, most likely. If they escape, I may get there again, I will adapt. But my game is keeping you there, finding underhook and armbar you. I know so much, but actually what I do is this. Yeah, so it's not about, you know, I know so much more things.
When can you come back? When can we do an 8-hour seminar?
Yes. So now we can live with that bombshell, yeah? So anyway, it's I will answer that also in some way. So 8:30, so if you have to leave, thank you for coming. I hope I, you know, kind of, we call it like tickled your brain a little bit, you know, made you think, had fun, you know, learned something also maybe, or I influenced your long-term learning. Thank you for coming and supporting at this, you know, event that we made up 2 weeks ago. Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Just to make sure that I understood the whole thing.
Yes.
Can we say that, is it fair to say that this methodology is setting up a constrained environment to drive behavior, a specific behavior that will drive self-adaptation, or will promote self-adaptation that will lead to progress?
Give her a black
What's your
belt.
background?
It's like that.
What's my background? I'm an electronic systems engineer.
Yeah. There you you go. So,
So that's why, like, a
Man.
very big thing also. Very
Really
lovely
good.
question, very good conclusion.
yeah.
That's the exactly thing when I say white belts are not white belt people. We have PhDs and engineers and stuff around, and they're like white belts, you know. And then actually, if you know, engineers solve problems, you know, and you're adults, you lived so long, solve problems in your life for family, you know. And I trust you that if I put you in positions, you can solve problems. You have to be constrained enough to find solution, you know. But that's the trick when we find out the white belts also. You put this, they act the way you guys act, and we just have to trust that they're not white belt people, you know. And yeah, we have like, you know, engineers and stuff, and if you put them there, their job is to find solutions, you know. And I think the creativity and everything will flourish because you guys, everybody did different things because you were not constrained the way I do things. Okay? I'm like 110 kilos, you know, I move differently than you. I have no experience what it is to be you know, how you move and legs and stuff. So you will find your own way in those constraints to solve a problem. And our job, very big thing with constraints is repetition without repetition. That is an underlying idea of constraint-led approach. Because every situation is different by the default. Because you guys, whatever you did before, every time was different. Because they will adapt. So that's why I cannot also give you straight solutions. So my job is to make you end up in a same solution in a different way. And that's adaptability. So that's the solution, get chest to chest. How do we find all kinds of ways to get that chest to chest? Not just one because you guys adapt right away. First time we try it, second time, I'm not letting you do it. Technique is like gone, you know? But then my job is to find ways to go, yeah. And that's what you have to teach, you know? And then, so that's the thing, adaptability. It's like, that's what good, you know, Michael Jordan, you know? You know? Who taught him that, you know? Where's the Magic Johnson? Where's the creativity, you know? We have to build those people up with creativity, not kill it. So that's one way you can do it, you know, creative ways. You solving solutions, not me not telling you how to do it. And you found solutions today. And that's really, I think, self-esteem goes also boom. Because you found a way. I didn't tell you and I didn't teach you it. It's my technique to you. No, you found a way today. And I think if you solve problems, you will get there when you want to go. So I think it's really empowering, and definitely for beginners. And why beginners like it? Because less details. Yeah, I don't bother you with 10 steps that you can't remember. And why purple belt likes it? Because I'm not telling them what to do. Because they will rebel. If I tell purple belts up and what to do and this is the best way, they've been around, the belt shows something, and if I tell them what to do, they're like, because they know already, you know? And they're the creative belt. And we have to put those guys creative. You guys are in that level that you can figure shit out, you know? Because you're there. And that's really empowering again. You know? You're here learning back stuff, but in your own way. Okay? So that's also very important. So, and by the way, teaching this way, we have effect of this is purple belts are less late in a class. Because we don't do warm-ups anymore. Because we started with the same game, just staying behind, or very simple constraint stuff that are very safe to do. And at 6 o'clock, we just start. I don't say warm-ups are bad. Some very aggressive classes need sometimes warm-ups, but everyday class, and right what happens, purples are less late. We had that problem in Estonian also, and you know it's a meme in the internet, you know? And they know 6 o'clock, and what happens is, if you need a warm-up, people actually, you know this, here also, you come earlier to the class, 10-15 minutes, people sit, you know? And then class starts, you do a warm-up. What happened in our gym, people come 15-10 minutes early. Who likes the warm-up? That does the warm-up. Yeah, 10-15 minutes. They're not sitting around anymore. They're moving around, class starts, boom. And that's what you're paying for, you know, Jiu-Jitsu. So it's a weird thing. I thought that I have to always, don't be late, don't be late. Again, why are you late, you know? And when we changed the environment, the behavior changed. We were like, so they were a symptom of the environment, understand? And that was like, for me, was like, oh shit. And then we changed that, we have less problems with them. Because I know why they don't come to warm-ups. Because they've been around, how long you train? 11 years doing warm-up. You know what I mean? It's like, you've done warm-up so long that it's like, I never warm up if I spar. I just do this for 5 minutes. They cannot do this to me, and then I warm up, and then I start, okay? So, I'm not saying warm-ups are bad. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying like there's a really interesting thing that how we can do, because we also do warm up but with games and stuff, you know, and there's different ways to play them. So, but yeah, so there's a lot of interesting things that I experienced because I'm very young in this, a year and 2 months doing this way. So it's a lot of like, oh, that is really cool. So anyway, don't believe me, read some books, listen to authorities, believe them with no doubt. Okay. So thank you for your time. If you have to leave, you have to leave. If you want to talk, you want to talk. If you want to continue, we can continue.
Yeah, guys. So thanks for we told everybody it was up till 8:30. So thank you so much for coming out. The guys from the mats, appreciate you guys for coming out. James, I know you texted me. Any way you could help out, I really appreciate that. And had some guys coming up here from Austin and from other places. So man, so very much appreciated. Really awesome to be able to support Priit. I want more people to know who he is, so that way we can bring him again. That would be really awesome. And I think you guys would enjoy that. I know I would. And thank you, Priit, for that. If you got here late and you haven't donated or whatever, you can still do that. I know many of you did. We actually raised quite a bit of money over there in the envelopes. I'll give that to you at the end of the night. And we have open mat tomorrow at 11:30. So for an hour, 11:30 to 12:30. Priit's already got 3 private lessons scheduled for tomorrow, 2 in the morning, 1 after open mat at some point. But yeah, if you can make it, I know everybody has big boy and big girl jobs. If you can make it in the middle of the day, we'll be here doing our thing, training. So thank you, everybody. And you need to go. If you want to stay and hang out and talk or roll.
Cool.
Thanks so much.
This house is your house.
Who wants to leave? If you have to leave. You want to stay, come closer, we can finish up. We have 7 minutes. I have something to do.